Hey guys, for today's Worth It Wednesday, we're going to talk credit scores, and your credit score is definitely worth it. Most of you already know that whatever your credit score is makes a huge difference in whether you qualify for a loan. But what some of you don't realize is how your credit score actually fits in the big puzzle can affect the interest rate that you actually get. So I'm going to go through 6 different points on how to check your credit score and things that you can do to improve it, all right? So first of all, here's something that people need to realize. If your credit score has dropped recently, you're not alone. In the United States, over the last year, the average credit score, FICO score, has actually dropped. The average is now 715, and it's what's happening is it's being driven by rising balances because of the unstable economy, missed payments, which is interesting, but also student loan delinquency reporting. So there's a lot of factors that go into that. So if your score has dipped, don't stress too much. You're not alone. And here's a few tips that'll actually help you move it in the right direction. So number one, I guess point number one was scores have dropped, but point two, keep your credit utilization under 30%. If you can get it under 10%, that's even better. But the way you calculate that, pull your credit score, and if you get through, I think it's annualcreditreporting.com, but I'll have that in the actual link. But if you pull your annual credit report, you can look at how many accounts you have open, and it will actually tell you what your available credit is and what your usage is. And you want that to be 30% or below, or you want it to be at 10%, which is even better. So I'll just give you a quick example. Let's say you have 5 credit cards and the total available balance is 100, or available credit is $100,000. You want to make sure that you're using less than 30,000 or optimally less than 10,000. Okay, that'll help you kind of drive that. But the better you can get that under 30%, it's going to definitely raise your score. Number 3, pay on time every time. It doesn't matter what kind of credit. It doesn't matter if it's a rent payment, if it's a buy now, pay later payment, or if it's a credit card bill or your car bill. Always pay on time every time, because it makes a massive difference. 1 or 2 late payments can affect your credit score significantly. Number 4, and this is a big one. It feels counterintuitive, but don't close old credit cards. Don't close old credit accounts. It's fine to let them go dormant. In fact, it's better. If you leave old accounts dormant, it actually increases your available balance, which decreases your overall utilization. So it's better to just leave them dormant, cut up the card if you're not going to use it anymore, and just don't use it and let it lay there dormant. And that's perfectly fine. In fact, it's better for you. Number 5, check your credit score regularly for errors. Sign up for the free credit report at annualcreditreport.com. Pull that once a year. Make sure there's no errors. Once in a while, somebody will actually cross your address, or a similar name will end up on the wrong report. Those are really easy to actually dispute. You just want to look at your report every year and make sure and pull things off that don't belong. Simple process, but you'd be surprised how far that goes. And then finally, number 6, the rules have changed in 2026. Used to be your FICO credit score was a snapshot in time. Well, what's actually happening is lenders are now starting to go through, and it's called a FICO 10. And the FICO 10 now actually looks at an average over a 2-year period. So it could be your credit score has been affected this year because instead of a snapshot in time, it's going back and it's looking at a 2-year history of your credit and creating an average. So VantageScore 4.0 is something that factors in rent, utilities, telecom payments, utility bills, stuff like that, and your habits over time more than ever. So pay attention. You've got to realize that it could be a 2-year process to make sure your averages lay in. So just remember, you guys, getting your credit score right as soon as you can before you're ready to buy or sell is going to make a massive difference and could save you tens of thousands of dollars in interest over the lifetime of your mortgage. So that's today's Worth It Wednesday. Get your credit score fixed, and I'll have all of this information in the post. Have a great day.